In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your tensioner on your Chevy HHR. It's located underneath on the passenger side. Using a 19mm socket, we're going to remove our hubcap gently. Now we're going to remove our lug nuts with the same size. Remove your wheel. Remove your push pins. There's one here, here, there, and one behind the wheel, and there's one under the bumper. Take out the center part first, and then remove the underneath. And do this for all of them. Ours is missing over here, but there's one hiding underneath the bumper. And then the last one is up here by the strut. Sometimes these don't want to come out, so you just kind of use something else and replace it. Now we're going to remove these two bolts using a 7mm socket. Now we're going to remove our last push pin in the back near where the fog light should be if you don't have one, and where the fog light is if you do have one. Now we're going to peel this back and remove our shield. You are going to use a belt tool for this. You're not going to be able to do it with a ratchet. You won't be able to fit one in there, so you're going to need something like this. You're going to put it in this little square area, and you're going to push up to remove the belt. Once you push it up, you're going to slide this off. And I'm going to release this. Take my tool out. We're going to remove the belt the rest of the way. Now we're going to use a 15mm wrench. I'm going to use a ratchet wrench, makes it easier. Remove the bolt. Make sure you don't jam your wrench up in there. And take it out before that happens. And take it out the rest of the way, either with an open end or your fingers if you can. You can reach through and grab that bolt and remove it. There's a hole in the fender to do that. After you get your bolt out through that hole in the fender liner, the fender, should I say, you're going to pick up this tensioner and you're going to grab it by the pulley and just pull it out. So up in here, there's a keyhole that you're going to place this in. So make sure you line it up right, otherwise the tensioner won't work accordingly. So you're going to slide this up through, same way you took it out. If you're looking at the crank pulley right here, you're going to be on the right side. You're going to slide your tensioner up through between the frame and the crank pulley. Once you get it up in there, you're going to line it up with the keyhole. You're going to know it's lined up when you can't move the tensioner up and down and it's locked in place. Make sure on the way up you put your bolt through that hole in the fender. Now that you have your bolt setted, you're going to tighten it down. The torque spec is 33 foot-pounds. However, I'm not able to get a torque wrench in there, so I'm going to do the best I can and just tighten it down. I'm going to make sure it's snug and then go a little bit more. You're going to slide the belt in, get it around the alternator and also the compressor. I'm going to get it started on the crank. Like this. And then we're going to get our tool in there and push the tensioner up so we can slide it on the rest of the way. I'm going to crank it one more time. Get it to move the rest of the way. Make sure it's connected on the pulleys correctly. It should be nice and centered. And then you can release it. Remove your tool. Now we're going to slide our engine cover on. We have our wheel well flap pushed up and resting on the axle. And now I'm going to go right where the fog light or fog light cover should be after everything's lined up, and attach my plastic push pin. Feed it through. I replaced the old one since it was broken. Push it in. And now I'm going to push in that center part to lock it in place. Let's go on the other side, right behind the wheel, and put this one in, next to our brake line. Put the base part in first, and lock it in with the center. Let's fold this back down into position. Let's put our plastic push pins in here, here. Put your push pin in here. Now we're going to do 2 screws and push pins underneath. And now we have 2 push pins to do underneath. Now you have push pins right here and here, as we're missing. So I'm just replacing. This one's similar to the ones on the top where it has a center. And then this one's just a typical push pin. It's a little smaller of a hole. So find something that fits, or just replace what you had there. Put your wheel on. Start your lug nuts by hand. When you tighten these, you're going to go in a crisscross manner. I'm going to walk my wheel up with the bottom lug nut. We're going to torque our wheel in a star-like pattern to 100 foot-pounds. Line up your hubcap with your valve stem. Slide it on and hand tighten the plastic lug nuts.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.